What's up, fellow benchwarmers? Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Benchwarmers. It's actually our Christmas episode, so Merry Christmas to everyone. Exacto today, while the time we are recording this, it's the first day of the NBA season, so marami tayong pag-uusapan today. I'm your host, Jeremy Tan. Of course, kasama pa rin natin our resident commissioner, Eric Go.
Hello everybody. Merry Christmas din sa inyo.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Eric. So, we are recording earlier para eksakto for the Christmas break, di ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Eksakto, maganda yung game kanina.
Oo, maganda rin. Pag-usapan natin short in brief yung laro kanina, yung 2 games that were played today. Alright, so of course, hindi naman mawawala. We always have guests who will share insights as well. One of our listeners, of course, na kumbaga sumali ako sa league nila. So, may common friend kami. Nag-join ako sa league nila. And it was interesting kasi dun sa chat group, he's touted as the Lavar Ball of the group. Sabi ko, interesting to. So, malaman natin kung bakit Lavar ang tawag nila sa kanya. Please welcome Ryan Lau. Hey, Ryan.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, bakit nga ba, Lavar ang tawag sa'yo sa game?
Tawag sa akin Lavar kasi parang last year, ang dami ko yatang side bets.
Okay.
So parang you guarantee certain things.
Yeah.
Or...
So, madami ako sinabi, like, this and that. And basically, parang talo mostly lahat eh.
Kaya Lavar.
Kaya pala, you make So, eksakto to, maganda tong episode na to kasi it's the NBA primer, so where we also do predictions. So, tingnan natin kung at the end of the season kung tatama na naman tatama si Ryan or marami pa rin lost bets or lost for sure maraming makikinig from the league that I joined with Ryan, so I'm sure maraming pag-usapan. Alright, let's get to it, guys. Kamusta? How did you feel about the game kanina?
Yung game kanina medyo anticlimactic, di ba? Parang we wanted more exciting games. Siguro medyo hindi pa in shape yung mga teams. Kaya medyo may ibang teams na more in shape, may ibang teams na still gelling. Kaya medyo blowouts.
Oo, no? Ikaw, Ryan, how did you find the games?
It was interesting, very interesting. Concerning sa Golden State against Brooklyn, it was not the game that Curry wants. Hindi siya talaga, parang ang pangit talaga ng laro ng Golden State.
Pangit ba talaga or feeling nyo gano'n na talaga ang Golden State? Kasi parang for a while, I thought na parang ang lakas ng Brooklyn pero na-realize ko, sobrang bulok ng Golden State. So parang as I watch, I see na offense, just all Curry lang ang offense, walang ibang nagko-contribute. Sa defense, syempre overmatch sila because of KD and Kyrie. Pero still, umabot ng 38-point lead So I think it should have been closer if they were pretty good sa defense.
Ito na tanong natin kay Ryan. Ryan, bebet mo ba kung papasok ang Golden State sa playoffs or hindi?
For me, it's a big no.
No.
No agad,
Considering they lost only one player.
Okay.
And they added lots of parang hindi naman very good, but good players.
Okay.
Considering they lost only one very good player and they added lots of good players, I really think they will go in the playoffs.
Ikaw ba, Eric? Tingin mo papasok?
Feeling ko, sa East siguro papasok sila. Sure. Sa West, I think they will be in the play-in.
Doon sa 9 to 8 to 10.
Yung 8 to 10, yes. Nandun sila. I actually had them higher pero kanina nakita ko nga, tama nga kayo. Parang something's missing I don't know what. Pero parang si Steph Curry din, parang hindi siya yung Steph of old So far, I mean, kahit
Baka Steph is medyo rusty rin kasi medyo matagal na rin off eh.
Pero I don't think na they will make it outright.
But yung bench is so bad. Sobrang sama nung bench.
Super.
Like, you don't even know kung sino yung mga naglalaro dun sa bench. Like, Toscano and si Poole yata yung replacement point guard nila, yung backup point guard.
Si Looney, si Chris, di ba?
Yeah.
Tapos may iba, rookies na. So, parang tama si Ryan eh. Medyo, even with Raymond, if they get Raymond back, parang not enough in the West.
Imagine mo, they had Kelly Oubre. They have Kent Bazemore.
Si Wiggins pa.
Si Wiseman. And yet flat, they played flat talaga. Outright, they were destroyed by a player who hasn't played in 2 years and someone na
hasn't played in almost 1 year
all the time. And parang ganyan din, parang din sila, Golden State. But they have Curry, of course they have KD and Irving.
Pero let's flip it. Sa Brooklyn naman. Do you think...
Ang ko doon, Je, tatanong ko sa inyong dalawa kasi sa Brooklyn na tayo. Do you think Brooklyn is the favorite from the East?
Actually, sila yung sila yung isa sa mga projected ko to go in the playoffs.
Hindi, pero will they be the favorite?
Do you think
like, sila yung mananalo from the East?
Top 2, 3? No? Top 3, yeah. For me, top 3 sila.
Pero hindi sila yung mananalo? Who do you have winning?
Sa playoffs, sa East, yung top 3 ko is, top 4 ko is Milwaukee.
In that order? Or
yeah, in that.
Milwaukee,
Nets, Raptors, and Celtics.
Wow, you have Raptors third,
Yeah. Kasi they still had the core. They still held on to the core.
Okay. Pero si Milwaukee ang bet mo to make it to the finals, pare?
Somewhat, yeah. Kasi feeling Heat parang naswertehan sila sa matchup sa bubble.
Yeah.
Hindi, but again, if you say naswerte sila sa matchups, they had to face Milwaukee then. If na-face nila Milwaukee, it's pretty much the same core team ng Heat. Nawala lang si Crowder, but I think they added Avery Bradley. So I think si Harkless. So I think kahit papaano they've maybe not upgraded pero still good matchup. So I think kaya pa rin nila to contend with Miami, don't you think?
I think kasi yung problem sa kanila is that number 1 yung coach nila.
Talaga?
Yes.
Yun yung problem, maraming magagalit sa'yo. It's a Filipino coach.
Yes.
Hindi, interesting yun. You feel na si Spo ang problem ng Heat?
No. Not the Heat.
The
Milwaukee.
The Bucks. Okay, the Bucks. Okay. Kala ko yun yung problem sa Heat si Spo. Nako, maraming magre-react dyan.
Problem is the Milwaukee coach.
Okay.
The Milwaukee coach loves to play their starters mga 25 to 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, you're supposed to play your starters, di ba?
Yeah.
Pahinga yan. Maglaro ka hanggang sawa. Sa kanya, he likes to rest their player.
Yeah.
Players. So, hindi sila na ma-maximize.
Interesting. Yeah. Yun yung naging problem nung playoffs. Yun yung naging criticism kay Coach Buds nung playoffs. So you think Brooklyn would not be there sa top, will not win it sa East?
Sa East kasi, the teams are very weak in terms of East versus West.
Yeah, but
Akin interchangeable. It can be Nets, it can be Milwaukee.
Okay, so may chance. Ikaw, Eric.
I have the Nets. I have the Nets going to the finals.
Natatakot lang kasi ako
injury
kay Durant.
Yes.
Yun lang yan.
Oo.
If Durant plays like a first rounder, for sure Nets na ako.
Pero ako different rin yung take ko. I think I go with the Bucks eh. For the reason that either Bucks or Miami pa rin ako for this year. I don't trust Kyrie and KD doing this until the end. It's a good start pero yun nga na-realize ko they're against Golden State so baka hindi yun yung good barometer for their performance na ito yung masusustain nila. So
I don't think they should be afraid of Golden State.
Yeah, yun. They won't be afraid of Golden State. Plus, yung tambak is parang maybe not as big ang ina-expect pero still I was not as too surprised na after watching Golden State play.
So Jay, you have the Bucks going.
I have the Bucks or the Heat.
Okay.
The Heat doesn't have to be top 2 or 3. Kahit 4 sila or 5, I think they can still go there. Yun.
So I have a question for both of you. So for the East muna, sa East tayo eh. Sino yung hindi nag-playoffs last year sa East na mag-playoffs this year? And sino ang maaalis? Sino maaalis?
Ako Washington.
Okay, sino maaalis ng Washington?
Charlotte?
Wala naman Charlotte eh.
Ayaw nga pala. Orlando. Sorry, Orlando.
So you have Washington making the playoffs. Sila yung bet mo.
Ako Washington.
Ryan, ikaw?
Ako din. I have them number 8.
Over Orlando.
Yeah.
Pero interesting ang East kasi if I look at it, yung top 8, I think dun sa play-in, ang maglalaban dyan maybe Orlando, Atlanta, Indiana, and maybe Washington.
I have Atlanta at 7.
Okay.
Yun.
Kasi feel ko nila malakas yung team nila. They have all the players that they need. They have all the help that they
the tools, yeah. Pero hindi mo masabi injury. Like Capella, injured na naman. So,
hindi naman nila kailangan ng Capella.
Pero part of the arsenal eh.
So for Ryan pala, Atlanta and Washington will be kumbaga newcomers to the playoffs, replacing Indiana and Orlando.
Orlando. I mean, parang yung 7, 8, 9, 10 is Hawks, Wiz, Indiana, Orlando, or Orlando, Indiana.
Okay. Interesting
Ikaw, Eric.
Ako, sa totoo lang, Atlanta rin. Atlanta ang 8 ko. I have Indiana getting into the playoffs. Just because, ito lang, for me, 13 players of Indiana are back, the top 13 players. So,
but they have a new coach, ha?
Oh yeah, new coach. Pero yung 13 players back, parang medyo intact yung team eh. So, yung chemistry core, yung chemistry ng core lang, that would help them a lot in a shortened season. So, with additional wins dahil doon, I think I have them 7. And I have Atlanta over Orlando. Washington, nandun. 8, 9, 10. Nandun sila.
So, pero ang makakapasok for you, Indiana and Atlanta.
Atlanta, yes.
Sige. Let's go to the West. Second game.
Yun, second game.
Interesting yung second game kasi una tambak na. So I thought na wala na to. And then humabol. Kala ko nga magko-collapse na naman si Clippers after that second quarter . Pero how did you feel about the second game? Parang hindi pa ready si Lebron .
The whole team kasi may hangover pa sila from the championship . Nagka-ceremony sila, 'di ba? Parang yung ring ceremony nila, so hangover pa. Tapos I don't think they really took the game that seriously. They had 11 or 12 players that played. Usually, pag regular season, medyo 10 players lang yan . And then, LeBron did not go back pa the last 8 minutes dahil na-injure ata yung ankle niya. So, I think, pa lang yan, parang revving up pa lang yung Lakers. So, it's nothing to worry about.
Ikaw, Ryan, how did you feel about the second?
For me, there's nothing to worry about for the Lakers.
Laker fan ka ba?
No. I am not a Laker fan.
Pero anong team mo for sa NBA?
Yung team ko talaga is Spurs.
Spurs. Dami namin nag-guess na Spurs fan, ha? As in, parang of all the guests, parang 3 na yata yung Spurs fan, eh.
Dahil Team Duncan fan ka rin.
Yes. Gusto ko yung selflessness plays nila. Talagang sila.
So hanggang ngayon, Spurs ka pa din?
Spurs talaga ako.
Okay.
Solid Spurs fan.
Okay. Sige, you were saying about the game.
So for the game, usually naman for Lebron, napapansin ko is that his first game is always a loss. Always loss yan. Pero for me, yung coach nila, feeling ko that he is parang playing sets. Meron siyang sets ng who to play. So sometimes papasok yan si KCP or next game. First game parang kasama si Kuzma. Iniisip ko. Tapos next game niyan, wala na siya. Nasa bench na siya. Kasama niya si Talon. So parang experiment pa siya right now. Kung sino pa niya, first 5.
Okay. So kasi interesting din, nag-starting 5 si Schroeder today.
Naturally, I feel. Kasi Lakers do not have a very good point guard.
Yeah. Pero baka kasi eventually LeBron starts at the point and then si Schroeder becomes off the bench para may spark sila offensively off the bench. Plus, maganda yung chemistry ni Harrell and Schroeder. So baka hindi rin natin alam, so baka it's still early. Like gawin nila yung parang ginawa nila last season.
Pero Lakers ba ang favorites for you guys? For the championship?
For me.
Without a shadow of a
bias aside. Kasi Lakers fans tayo eh. So, kami ni Eric eh. So, bias aside, Lakers for me. After yun nga, sa Clippers, after hearing whatever what was said and yung mga bali-balita of what happened last year sa Clippers, I don't trust them winning it eh.
But they look good kanina. They look different. I mean, new coach. So si Ty Lue parang may bagong mga adjustments. So
they look good din last year eh when they started eh. So until they win, alam mo yun, parang wala. I don't trust them doing it again. Like si Paul George looked really well kanina, sobrang init niya, 'di ba?
Saka medyo parang malaki katawan ni Paul George ngayon. Parang napansin ko lang he looked a little buff. So mukhang
ibang level na 'yun eh. Talagang napansin mo 'yan eh.
Hindi, kasi mapansin ko rin yung transformation eh. I think si Paul George parang he came to the season more motivated dahil syempre pandemic P. Tapos yung yung media and everything, para siyang Kyrie Jr. eh. Parang little Kyrie na rin yung mga pronouncement niya sa media. So I saw na parang motivated siya. Do you think that the Clippers are the biggest threat to the Lakers? Overall, including the East, are they the biggest threat to the Lakers?
A good question.
Overall, the whole thing.
Kasama yung East, the whole league.
I think maybe, feeling ko yes.
Clippers na, no?
Sa akin, it might be Nuggets.
Talaga? Surprising yun, ha?
Kasi the Nugget team is very deep. They have all the players that they need. Kaso lang, they are a young team. So they need more experience. So I think they got the experience from the bubble.
Actually, hindi pala. One threat. Portland could be a threat sa Lakers, I think. Kasi they built up their defensive mas nag-improve yung defense nila especially in the small forward to power forward positions So I think they could be a threat pero hindi ako sure Si Dame and CJ na the duo parang same ang parang I don't trust them that they can win Parang
actually ang Portland ang projection sa kanila actually sa play-in tournament lang.
Talaga?
Oo, marami nagpo-project na play-in tournament lang sila kasi sobrang lalim ng West if you look at it. So Ryan, I would assume na you don't think the Spurs will make the playoffs this year.
Yan,
ano sila?
Nasaan? Let's see.
9, 10, 11.
So pwede play-in. Actually, kaya naman nila play-in.
Talaga?
Yeah.
But they won't make it sa'yo.
Sure. Masyadong matanda na si Aldridge.
Pero tingin mo play-in kaya?
Kaya.
Sinong papasok? I would assume Phoenix.
Since I don't think they'd miss being in the playoffs yet.
Sino? Spurs?
Yata I think last year lang.
Oh, last year lang.
So they've been in playoffs ever
20,
since.
20 plus years, diba?
Yeah. Mahilig ako sa mga statistics things.
So maganda yan. So sa tingin mo, wala pa yung hunger to get back?
For the Spurs?
Tanda na kasi ni Pop Parang feeling ko wala nang motivation si Popovich to win another title.
Wala rin nata silang pieces to make it to the playoff. They don't have the stars. They don't have the motivation. So I think they need to rebuild around the young stars and maybe get 1 or 2 more pieces.
Yeah.
Bumalik sa playoffs.
Who's your top 8 sa West?
For me, top 8 is actually nalagay ko yung Spurs sa number 8. So
nagbago ba isip mo?
Hindi, nagkamali ako. Okay. So, sa West ko, my top 8 are Lakers, Clippers for sure, Nuggets, Trailblazers, Utah Jazz, Mavs, and Suns. Tapos yung pang-8 ko, mahina na kasi yung iba.
Si Pelicans.
Pelicans, yeah, pwede. Either Pelicans or baka Spurs.
Okay.
Memphis?
No. Parang I feel that they are still too young.
Too young pa?
Yeah.
So Phoenix is one of the newcomers siguro dun sa matatanggal dyan mga Houston, I think. Dallas, Dallas?
Hindi. Dallas and Suns.
Okay, so Dallas is still there. New Orleans, feeling ko rin too young pa New Orleans
Yun nga, hindi ko alam kung anong 8. So, inisip ko na lang is Spurs. Since they are,
So, given that, feeling ko yung Golden State has a good chance for that 8 seed.
Pwede din.
Kasi they have the experience
But they have to gel really fast.
They have to be healthy. Yun yung pinaka.
They have to be healthy, but I don't think naman Curry will get injured kasi they have depth naman.
Baka ma-jinx yan
Yung nga, ayoko din mag-jinx. Pero I feel that they have enough players. The problem is they are not gelling well yet. Si Wiggins, as always.
Wiggins is Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins is Wiggins. For me, Kelly Oubre should level up na.
Oubre naman magaling I mean,
yeah, but pangit.
I think more consistency. Tsaka right now, wala si Clay. So I think Oubre should be more aggressive. Yun ang problem ni Oubre. He always parang blends in with the team lang Hindi yung talagang nag-step up yung game niya.
Pero let's see. Kasi first game pa lang naman and ito sa blowout from the start. So baka, alam mo yun, parang syempre, medyo na-cut short yung mga playing time ng mga players. So we'll see in the next few games. Kung
yung Pelicans na sinasabi nyo, actually yan yung sagot ko na sa sleeper team. Yung one that will surprise us the most this season. For me, it's really the Pelicans. Kasi Stan Van Gundy, unang-una, malaking upgrade yan eh. Malaking upgrade as a coach compared to Alvin Gentry defensively. Tapos yung Steven Adams sa Eric Bledsoe, very underrated yan. Very underrated. And the way Zion looks in the preseason, looks really good also. So defensively, they'll be good. And I think they'll surprise a lot of people this year.
ikaw, sa tingin mo, Ryan, who do you have as someone who's a team that would surprise us? New York?
For the West,
Baka Detroit. Hindi, for the East.
Any,
East
or West? East or West? Kahit sino. But if you have one for the East, one for the West, okay rin.
for the East, meron akong isa na talagang magugulat kayo.
Sige, bring the Lavar predictions.
I feel fearless forecast. The Chicago Bulls will be a very interesting team.
Yes.
Pwede pala, miss out din natin Chicago, no?
Because they have actually lahat sila palang lukewarm. Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter, Zach Levine, Patrick Williams. But given enough time and given mag-gel talaga sila, they could be the dark horse.
In fairness, last year, before the na-cut short yung season, they were playing well towards the latter part na yung mga January to March. Parang napapansin ko, they were doing well. Di ba parang they had their push pa nga, parang kaya nila umabot if hindi lang na-cut short yung season.
Oo, sana mo.
They were within the 8th seed. Close, kaya nila humabol doon pero again, na-cut short. So, baka, posible. How about sa West?
Kasi Billy Donovan, laking upgrade yun as a coach.
Oo.
Oo.
How about sa West? May surprise, ano ka ba dyan?
Wala
Spurs siguro.
Spurs.
Sa akin the team na baka might surprise everyone is the Spurs. Kasi I feel that they have a mix of veteran players as well as young players. So they have yung for me 6-man si Derek White.
Yeah. Plus the Spurs are the Spurs. Kumbaga with Popovich there, parang they always have that chance
I think yan ang problem ng Spurs If we're gonna look at it, the best thing for them right now is talagang mag-tank to really lose a lot of games and kasi get a high pick. Parang yung Duncan situation, but they're really well coached and good system. Kahit na hindi sila mukhang malakas on paper, they will compete every night. Kaya tama rin. Kaya pwedeng maging sleeper din tong Spurs.
Hindi sila very good sila in developing young players.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Eric.
Another one West is Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, pero Phoenix naman parang not everyone would be surprised
So yung sinabi ko.
So, I think ikaw, Eric, sino surprise mo dyan?
Yung Pelicans na yung sa West.
Pelicans, so East, meron ka?
Sa East, sige, para maiba ako kay Ryan. So, Chicago si Ryan. Magde-Detroit ako para sa'yo, Jet. Para kay Jeremy Grant. Yung favorite ni Jeremy. Magde-Detroit ako. Hindi ko alam bakit, pero medyo naano ako sa Detroit na
Jeremy Grant, let's go.
Although, alam kong long shot, pero feeling ko parang yung GM ng Detroit parang nag-focus lang
Parang, sino na lang. Parang they pulled out a New York move last year, di ba? Last year parang...
It's like this. For me, Detroit will not make the playoff, but they'll be better than what people think they will be. People feel na parang one of the worst sila this year sa East. I don't think so. I think they will be better. Yun na lang yung ko. Yun na lang yung tingin ko sa
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully.
Ako sa West ko, I think sige, let's pull out a surprise. Siguro Minnesota. Tingnan natin.
Pwede rin.
So, yun nga, hopefully si Kat, I own Kat in 2 teams So, medyo hoping ako na talagang all the way gumawa siya. So, and with D'Angelo nandun, I think baka mas maganda yung maging combo nila this year. Sa East, sino ba? Wala naman ng surprise
I think Washington can surprise also.
Yeah, Washington. I think I have Washington in the playoffs. I think they'll make it with Westbrook and sino ba to? Bradley Beal. As long as healthy yung dalawa. I think they're good to make it. Okay, let's move on to Who do you think individuals naman? Who do you think will
bago yung individuals, may tanong ako sa inyo. The individuals na rin where do you think Harden will go? Yun na lang yung Lavar prediction bago tayo mag-ano.
Sino
kasi
ba?
Yun yung biggest
wala na raw
question
Miami, wala na raw
Oo nga. So saan nyo nakikita si James Harden?
Ako feeling ko Philly.
Philly. Okay.
Yeah. Ikaw, Ryan.
Ako, I think actually talaga sayang. For me, sana Heat na lang. Pag pumunta siya sa Heat would have been parang nag-elevate na sila. Kasi tumaas na siya sa rankings.
Pero hindi kasi parang hindi bagay sa Heat culture Especially after itong mga ginagawa niya in the past few weeks
I think for me, masaya siya sa Miami. Maganda yung nightlife doon.
Actually, yun siguro yung pinaka-okay for him. But yung culture of winning.
Hindi, ito na lang yung question ko. Kasi may mga rumors na rumors ng trades kay Harden. Let's say kayo yung GM ng Rockets and you were offered Ben Simmons kung Philadelphia. You were offered Tyler Hero kung Miami. Or you offered Michael Porter Jr. kung Denver. Kasi yan yung medyo matunog di ba? Sinong pipiliin nyo? Anong package yung pipiliin nyo? Yun ang mga syempre yun ang mga star ng package na Ben Simmons, Tyler Hero, or Michael Porter Jr. Sinong mas prefer nyo? Kumbaga, yun na yung magiging franchise ng player nyo when you trade away Harden, di ba?
Hirap kasi Ben Simmons is the best franchise player among the 3.
You think?
No.
For me.
Okay.
I don't think feeling ko Michael Porter good pero I don't think he's the franchise player type of player person Si Hero maybe pero I don't think kaya wala akong tiwala na kaya He can be a really good player.
Si Siakam kasi na-offer din Raptors, di ba? Siakam.
Ayun, Siakam siguro.
Siakam.
Siakam.
Okay. Si Ryan.
Pag ako, kukunin ko yung pinakamahinang offer. Go with Tyler Hero.
Para mag-tank yung team?
Hindi. Siya yung pinakamahina out of the 4 na nasa.
Pero bakit mo kukunin pinakamahina?
Oo.
To get the picks? Kasi most likely mahina may kasama picks yan.
You're the Houston manager. Ikaw yung Houston manager. Let's say you're trading Harden.
Pinakamalakas. O nga, so baliktad. Kukunin pinakamalakas. Okay. So,
if you're Houston manager, who would you want?
Tingin ko si Ben Simmons na.
Ben Simmons.
Tama.
Iba ba sa'yo? Ako Siakam na I moved to Siakam over Simmons.
Si Siakam kasi siya he was a letdown sa bubble. Hindi niya alam kung kailan. He was really down sa playoffs. So si Ben Simmons at least he's kind of consistent.
Ang thinking ko lang bakit Siakam is because better fit una. It's really not as sa level ni Simmons maybe in terms of superstardom or yung marketing wise. Pero better fit with Wall and DeMarcus, and then if na-clear nila yung salary ni Wall, they can sign another star So I think that's kasi pag si Simmons ngayon wala naman how would that play out in terms of the team yung team game nila?
Sa akin basta ma-trade lang si Harden.
Actually,
Yeah.
yun talaga.
Tama rin yun, no.
Kasi
Toxic na siya at this point eh. Ikaw, Eric, who would you get?
Michael Porter ang kukunin ko. Kasi I'm just going for the home run pick. Kung isipin niyo si Harden when he went to Houston, hindi rin yan Harden eh, 'di ba? Parang siya, parang very very high upside player pero off the bench din siya. Like Michael Porter. Pero given the opportunity, yung magiging team na niya yung Houston, he will have the highest upside. So I'm going with Michael Porter. Tsaka si Ben Simmons, I don't think na unless he learns to shoot, I don't think he'll be a championship player talaga.
Oh, yeah.
For me lang.
Plus, hindi pa bagay with John Wall there.
Hindi rin bagay.
And DeMarcus. So, good fit. Tignan natin kasi,
Magandang tanong yan sa Fantasy Benchwarmers page natin.
Sige, ipopost natin
yan. Para
ipopoll natin yan. Masaya ako na marami na sumasagot sa mga questions eh.
Pero Siakam si Ryan Simmons, ako si Michael Porter. So wala pumili kay Tyler Hero. So let's see mga listeners at followers natin.
For me, siya yung pinakamahina.
Of the group, siya yung pinakamahina. Yeah. Ako rin.
Sinong
sige, let's move to individual. Anong individual awards ba titingnan natin? MVP. Who do you think will be MVP this year?
Regular season as in
regular season muna. Yes, regular season.
NBA. I think Anthony Davis ako. Only because the Lakers will make him want to win, and even LeBron will try to make him win. So he will be the focus of yan yung focus nila eh. I think they're looking for a story para ma-motivate sila throughout the regular season. So malakas na nila di ba?
Who's the closest? Sino yung closest competitor niya doon?
Si Luka.
Si Giannis.
Si Giannis kasi 3 in a row
parang imposible, no? 3 in a row.
Oo.
Hindi siya imposible kasi first of all, Giannis won it twice already, 2 times already.
Yeah, pero to win it 3 times in a row,
you never know.
Oo, pero yun nga, feeling ko it's mas mahirap na now compared last year.
Yeah.
Hindi, iniisip lang yung MVP kasi political di ba? Medyo may political award So parang kailangan din yung mga voters parang hindi nasawa. Hindi siya yung hindi lang siya yung parang deserving ba o hindi. 'Di ba? Like kung hindi si LeBron every year dapat MVP.
Si LeBron sa tingin niyo maging Ako torn ako between Anthony Davis and LeBron. Laging nag-stick sa akin yung yung chip doon sa shoulder ni LeBron na hindi siya naka 16 votes, first place votes lang siya this year. Parang inisip ko he wants to prove na teka, bakit last year, 'di ba na-mention niya yun bakit 16 votes na ako doon sa road tripping na podcast. Yata. Bakit 16 votes lang siya, medyo na-frustrate siya doon. So baka he wants to prove again na kaya pa niya manalo ng MVP. So ako, I'll go with LeBron. Kahit na medyo long shot yan, feeling ko. Either one lang, LeBron or Anthony Davis. Ikaw, Ryan?
Nagugulat.
Yan, yung maganda. Gusto namin magugulat.
Yung mga pang Lavar Ball na mga predictions.
Yes.
Lonzo!
I feel na yung MVP for the regular season will be Kevin Durant.
Actually good pick 'yun.
Good pick 'yun. Good pick 'yun.
Hindi lang siya
pero
under the radar pick kumbaga.
Yeah. Pero for me may konting asterisk 'yun.
If he wins?
No, if he's healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's healthy, he will be
if he's healthy plus the Nets are really good.
He will be really good.
Yeah.
Nakita ko na problem is, as always, injuries. Pag nagkaroon ka ng Achilles injury, with that height, tas ang nipis-nipis mo pa, mahirap mag-recover. Pero good for him that he recovered really well and he's playing really, really good. So for me,
may nabanggit kanina during the broadcast ng game na parang si Weber yata yung nagsabi na ang difference siguro with his injury sa Achilles versus other players is that he's lighter And yung game niya is not as forceful as other players who've had it and had difficulties coming back. So siya parang mas lighter siya. He can shoot the ball from the outside, so he doesn't really have to force himself into driving or ano. So hindi siya. So baka he can recover well. Plus kita naman sa game niya parang he didn't miss a beat
kasi naman the good thing about Kevin Durant is that shooter siya.
Yeah.
First of all, shooter siya. Hindi siya like Lebron James na mag-drive na lang ako sa ring due to my sheer build
strength and
your
power.
build strength. Pag ako si Kevin Durant, mag-shoot ako. I'll just shoot kasi I'm a shooter. If they come near me, the drive ko sa harap nila.
Yeah. Mas maraming weapons.
And he can hopefully he can prolong his playing time with how he plays. Yun lang.
Yeah. Sige, let's move on since this is a fantasy basketball show. Let's move on to fantasy. How about sa fantasy? Do you think who do you think will be number 1 at the end of the season? Last year, sino number 1? AD ba? Or Harden, no? Harden, okay.
Harden
This year.
Yeah, Harden.
Do you think magre-repeat si Harden? Kaya niya to replicate? Assuming na trade siya. Kasi for sure naman matitrade siya eh.
Ako, I would go with AD rin. Hindi sa hindi sa bias, pero AD pa rin ang ipipick ko. Only because, yun nga, syempre, dahil sa kanya yung focus ng season ng Lakers, he'll get more opportunities than LeBron. Feeling ko LeBron will coast through this season, regular season. So AD
pero
ako.
si AD,
Harden is too uncertain eh. So kay AD ako.
Ikaw, Ryan, do you agree? AD?
Yeah, may point si Eric. Harden is too volatile. So, hindi ko alam kung for me, kung maglaro siya, kasi laro-laro, number 1 siya. Number 1. Number 2, si AD. Pero with the things that's happening right now for Harden, feeling ko, yun, AD, Harden, tapos Luka, yung third ko.
I think AD.
Ano pa nga, baka Cat, number 3.
So silang tatlo. AD, Harden, and Cat. Pare.
Yeah.
Ako challenge ako kasi parang gusto ko, may AD ako, may Cat din ako eh. So torn ako between the two kung sino yung who would dominate this year. Pero with the I think I'll go with AD. With some bias because he's a Laker. AD and then maybe Cat. I think si Harden would fall off siguro mga 4 or 5. I think Durant might move up to mga the top 3. Pag healthy siya.
Baka si Durant baka mga top 10.
Top 10?
And,
Layo nun
Hindi,
Durant?
Baka 7, 6, 7. Hindi ko pa feel eh. Hindi ko pa masyadong
From the fantasy perspective, medyo
kasi problema din yan,
yung number of games.
Number of games din.
Who do you think, sinend natin sa poll sa Fantasy Benchwarmers. Hindi ko alam kung sumagot si Ryan. Pero, who do you think plays more games this year? Harden, Kawhi, or LeBron? I mean, KD. Kawhi, or LeBron?
KD, Kawhi, or LeBron?
Who plays more? The most games? Surprisingly, parang nangunguna si LeBron yata eh. Doon sa poll.
For me, LeBron will play
LeBron din?
Yeah.
LeBron will play more.
Who's gonna play the least?
KD.
KD the least.
Yeah. Kasi, first of all, kakabalik lang niya sa injury. Even though he is pinapakita niya na he is first round material, he is still just got back from the game after 2 years.
Yeah.
So, for sure, load management yan. Saka minutes restriction. I don't think na kaya mo maging top 3 with those restrictions.
Yeah. Less number. Sa bagay, yun. Ikaw, Eric, tingin mo kaya? KD,
Sino?
top, 5?
Sa fantasy si KD? Oo,
This year?
kaya.
Pero top 3, definitely hindi.
Top 3 hindi pa. Pero per game niya sa top 5 definitely kaya. Pero yung totals, since he's gonna miss a lot of games, baka nasa top 10.
Okay.
Pero he looks good talaga eh. I mean, nakita na Kobe nung bumalik si Kobe from Achilles, hindi ganyan eh.
Pero matanda na si Kobe nun eh.
Hindi, pero
from Achilles, it's like 36 na yata siya nun or 35.
Kaya nga, so kahit na yung ibang from Achilles na bumalik, parang yung galaw ni KD looks light nga as you said. Parang same old.
Suabe pa rin eh, no?
Oo. Tatama si
Suabe
Ryan, shooter si KD. His game is perfect for yung pag post Achilles injury. Parang perfect siya.
Oo.
So, I would see na parang positive.
So grabe, sobrang steal na si KD at 14.
Minsan 16 or 17 pick pa siya eh.
Actually
So,
nga, nakakatawa yung kasama mo before si Eric.
Yung nag-draft kami.
Yeah, the other Eric. Sinabi niya that
si Eric Ong.
He said that KD is not first round material.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, hindi siya first round material.
Hindi, kasi I think kaya nila kino-consider yun kasi for experts, malaking bagay yung games played.
Oo nga.
So, if sinabi mo, let's say na games played niya would be the least among, let's say, those 3 na with LeBron and Kawhi na known for load management, siya yung pinakamababa, then lugi ka talaga kasi if you get him first round and he plays 50 games, sayang yung mo, diba? Laking bagay yun. So, malaking factor for them kasi for us, the casual players or yung not as hardcore, we'll get him, parang iniisip natin, okay na rin yan. Play 14th pick, tapos maging first round value, top 5 or top 10. Not bad na, diba?
Yeah.
Pero Ryan, do you play more roto ba or head-to-head?
I play more head-to-head.
Okay.
Pero naka-roto ka na before?
Naka-roto na ako before. Hindi, ganito yun. When I play head-to-head, I play it like a roto.
So you balance out the stats?
Yeah. Mostly, lahat ng players ko I want players who give me parang
everything almost.
All the stats. The stats, 8 categories.
Okay.
So, at least magbigay siya ng
steals, blocks, points.
One steal, one block, ganyan. Yun yung favorite ko na players.
Mga Kawhi type yan, mga Lebron. Lebron, pwede na rin.
So, nakalaro ko ng roto. Ginawa ko lang yung tapos minimal lang yung pinalitan ko, nanalo pa rin ako. Nanalo ko in the playoffs. In the championships. Pero minimal na daw ko. Kasi
everyone contributes.
Oo.
Okay, sige. Next time, pag gumawa kami ng roto, invite ka namin to join.
Kaya siguro yung KD in roto, mas mababa. Kasi siguro, yun nga, parang yung total games niya sa roto, malaking factor din.
Not necessarily, kasi sa roto, hindi yata importante ang games.
Baka baliktad ka sa Eric, head-to-head.
Hindi. Ang point ko doon, let's say sa head-to-head kasi, pwede siya, expect mo parang kanwari, sa playoffs, maglaro siya. Okay ka, parang gano'n. Yung timing more of that. Sa roto kasi, overall, let's say mag 40 games, 45 games lang siya. Yung 20 plus games na mamimiss niya, for the whole season ng roto, medyo may effect.
Considering na you pick him first.
Oo, sa rankings lang niya, sa rankings. Kasi pagka head-to-head, let's say he misses 5 games, pero sa start ng season or pa one game lang per week, baka pwede mo siyang i-ride out. Parang ganon. You can ride it out. Yun.
So, let's see kung saan mag-end up si KD. Ano tayo? Tingnan natin yung rookies. James Wiseman was pretty nice kanina in terms of production, not bad. Who do you guys think na magiging rookie of the best rookie this year? Rookie of the year. Sige, yung real rookie of the year, not the fantasy muna.
Si Ryan.
LaMelo. If you're Lavar, you should pick LaMelo.
Oo nga, no? Tama.
I guarantee it's LaMelo.
Sa akin, fantasy-wise, saka real life, pick ko is Killian Hayes ng Detroit Pistons. Kasi I feel na there's no other point guard available in in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel na he will deliver.
Okay. So si Wiseman, feeling mo wala lang yung kanina because wala lang si Draymond.
Okay naman siya, pero
kasi the numbers are not bad, 19 if he does mga 15, 16.
Bad.
Close to maybe what Killian Hayes would do.
Yeah, pero he has to compete with Kevon Looney. Tapos he has to compete with Draymond
Do you
Green.
think competition yun? I medyo confused ako na parang
Kasi ako, when I play fantasy, I don't touch on rookies.
Okay.
Yeah. Kasi rookies, first of all, they will mess with your percentages. Kasi kapaka-paka pa yan eh. Kahit magaling. Except si Lebron James, di ba?
Hindi, pero okay. Kunyari Wiseman, he's a center, so most likely the percentages are gonna be better. Although the free throws niya kanina sobrang sagwa. So parang 50% lang.
Okay siya, first of all, kasi walang malakas na center ang Golden State.
Yun nga eh. Kaya nga I don't get why everyone's saying na baka makipag-compete siya with Kevon Looney or Marquise Chris.
Kasi Kevon Looney is an established player. Nandiyan na siya eh. Golden State has been using him as a
center.
Pero
not so much as a starting center. Kasi last year, he was injured most of the time. Yeah.
Injured all the time.
Yeah.
Pero yung fault niya is si Kevon Looney and di si Marquise Chris. So, for me, Kevon Looney mauna, tapos si Wiseman.
Ikaw, Eric, do you feel the same way na parang so si Ryan picks Killian Hayes both for fantasy and and the real rookie of the year. Ikaw, Eric, who do you have?
Ako sa real rookie of the year, I'll go with LaMelo.
Ba?
Ako na maglalavar. Walang believe si Lavar kay LaMelo eh. For me kasi parang may opportunity din siya with Charlotte kasi I don't think they'll win a lot of games this year. So he's gonna get a lot of minutes. And yung stats niya kasi like assist, rebounds, he gets a lot of rebounds for his height. Dahil sa height niya. So yun naman importante sa rookie of the year eh. So yun ang reason. Pero sa fantasy, Wiseman ang feeling ko. Magiging fantasy rookie of the year.
Ako both Wiseman. For one, yun nga, I don't think there's really competition sa Golden State sa position niya. Kasi although si Kevon Looney is there, established center maybe ng Golden State. Pero yung upside ni Kevon Looney sobrang baba eh. Parang I don't see him scoring. I don't see him doing much. Maybe defense, pero I think agile enough si Wiseman to defend inside. Saka faster si Wiseman eh. The way he moved kanina, he's faster. Maybe better for the pace ni Golden State. Plus, yun nga, he won't kill you with the percentage. Ewan ko, hindi ko pa siya nakita doing free throws eh. Nakita ko lang parang 50% siya kanina eh. Na bad trip ako kasi player ko siya in a couple of leagues eh. So I think siya pa rin ang magiging rookie of the year for both. Who do you think would surprise us out of nowhere? Is it Patrick Williams or
Sa rookies, ha?
fantasy-wise na lang. Kasi ang dami namang ang dami namang pwede sa real life Pero sa fantasy,
Ako ang pick ko yung favorite ni Ryan, yung Spurs, si Devin Vassell. Kasi, I feel na sometime magta-trade si DeMarcus Saka si, DeMar para, sorry. DeMar DeRozan, saka sila Marcus. Baka
this year?
Ano na sila, expiring na I don't think magre-resign naman sila with the Spurs If I'm the Spurs, kung malapit na yung deadline, I'll flip them for assets sa mga teams na nagko-compete. So, I feel na gano'n na mangyayari and Devin Vassell looks really, really good.
Si Keldon Johnson, di ba makaka-affect yun?
Makaka-affect. Pero yun na nga, I think na if matrade si DeMar, they will really push Vassell, Keldon, si Lonnie Walker maglaro. So I think Devin Vassell will be relevant eventually.
Actually, gusto ko rin yung Devin Vassell kasi 3.5 steals per game nung preseason.
He's a
solid yun
very good defender si Devin Vassell. So fantasy-wise, his skill set is parang bagay sa fantasy.
Tsaka pwede bang keeper yan? Kinuha ko siya sa keeper league
Oo, pwede.
Natin.
Tama nga si Eric. Si Vassell saka si Keldon Johnson
are good picks for to break out, kumbaga, to contribute sa fantasy.
Hindi, parang sleeper lang. Magagulat.
Okay. Kasi torn ako ngayon Keldon Johnson available din Hindi ko alam kung i-drop ko na si Vassell.
Kunin ko na nga.
Keldon Johnson, sige, Keldon Johnson or Vassell, fantasy.
Madami pa naman madami pang iba. Sa akin si Vassell na lang.
Over Keldon Johnson?
Yeah, kasi maglalaro siya siya yung maglalaro for the Spurs kasi wala si Derrick White.
Okay.
So siya yung first na rookie na papasok.
Okay. Sige, tignan natin. Kasi yun nga, maganda yung upside ng Vassell with the elite defensive stats Okay, breakout players. Move tayo, breakout players. Sino yung tingin mo would be the Brandon Ingram of this year? Ikaw,
Brandon
Eric.
Ingram. Ako, Markel Fultz. Yan ang Yan ang pick ko. Yan ang pick. He was parang Brandon Ingram picked in the 80s and the 90s. Pero by the end of the season, I think nasa 30s na yan.
Top 50 at least.
Top 50 at least. So, for me, Markel Fultz. More
Ikaw,
confidence na New contract pa.
Feeling ko Markel Fultz will be there sa most improved player of the year. Ikaw Ryan, who do you think would break out?
Sa akin controversial
Yan gusto namin.
Gusto mo?
Lavarisms.
Ako, trademark ko na. Actually kasi sa draft natin, kukunin ko dapat siya. Pero I didn't get the chance to get him to pick him. Si Lauri Markkanen.
Would break out. Okay. Pwede.
Pwede yun.
Yung nabasa ko is first year he was good. Tapos second year he was good also. Or nakailang years na ba siya?
3 na yata to.
So,
this is the 4th year. Tama ba? Tama ba ako, Eric?
Fourth year. Going to the fourth year.
He was good. Second year he got better. Yung third nag-regress siya.
Yeah. Last year yun because of injuries and 2 years ago medyo malakas nga siya, yes.
Tapos so hindi siya extension by the Bulls. So for me, I feel na gagalingan niya. I feel na dark horse talaga ang Chicago Bulls with so many players. Pero for me, si Lauri
Markkanen. Si tingin nyo ba, counted ba si Christian Wood to break out? Or hindi?
Established na siya na magaling.
Medyo
Or
nag-breakout na siya eh.
Since picked high siya, nasa high siya, hindi na siya considered as a breakout.
Oo nga.
Oo, hindi na.
Kasi I had him, pero si Beasley na lang. Ay, hindi siguro Brandon type of breakout eh. Yun ang problem ko eh.
Hindi Brandon Ingram, pero I think mataas yung increase niya from where he will be drafted.
Oo. Malaking kumbaga sleeper type. Not really a breakout player, pero a sleeper player. Actually, surprise ako Beasley pag nagda-draft. He goes mga 130, 140 eh.
Yes.
Hindi ko magets kung bakit eh.
Because if for me in my opinion masarap kumuha ng mga players from bad teams.
Oo.
Because first of all, you don't know the rotations yet.
Pero
hindi mo alam kung sino gagamitin niya eh.
Oo.
So, for sure, number 1 yan si SGA.
Yeah.
So, sino yung next mo?
Horford,
yeah. Yeah, established. Center siya eh.
yeah.
Pero for Darius Beasley na, it's
Kaya nga pero he's been parang I expect mga nasa 120 or a little above, outside the hundreds lang eh.
Kasi in the bubble, he exploded.
Yeah. Pero lower pa siya eh. Hindi siya tumataas eh.
Siguro kasi parang small sample size lang. Kaya ganun.
Size, pero given the opportunity, you never know.
Saka maybe yun yan, sinasabi mo lagi na out of sight, out of mind. Kasi hindi siya naglaro halos nung preseason, 1 game lang yata nilaro niya.
Yeah.
1 game lang.
So parang hindi nakakita na, uy, okay tong player na to. So medyo siya.
Ito may isang player pa akong bibigay, si Kobe White. Feeling ko rin siya. Parang potential to break out. I really like his game so far. Although prone siya for mga low field goal games, mga 2 out of 10, 2 out of 12 ganun. Pero naman, nag-even out, balance out. So I think baka 43 to 45% siya field goal wise. He can really break out this year, si Kobe White.
And yun, another Chicago player na na could be the reason kung bakit baka makapasok sila ng playoffs.
I'm sure babad yan. Kasi si Satoransky injured pa.
Wala.
Tapos
saka wala na eh. Lumayo na si Satoransky doon sa rotations eh.
So babad yan. So I think very good pick yan si Kobe White.
Okay, ito some quick questions lang before we wrap up this episode. Who will you rank higher sa end of the year? LeBron, Kawhi, or KD? Fantasy-wise na to Hindi to yung top players in real life.
Ako KD. Going with the KD love so far. Kasi pinik ko rin yan sa isang team eh. So KD ako. I have to go with KD. Ikaw,
Ryan.
Okay.
Head-to-head Head-to-head tayo.
For last year for
Hindi, this year Yung
for last year, kasi I look at player efficiency rating, yung per rating. So it shows yung ginawa mo talaga per minute.
Yeah.
So sa sa data pa lang, si Kawhi is number 6.
Number 6 siya again last year, yes.
Si KD, of course, wala kasi injured siya. Guess mo anong number ni LeBron?
Nasa 20 plus siguro si LeBron. Tama ba ako?
Higher.
Baka
15?
15.
Hindi. He is
10.
Yeah. Sa per ratings. So for me, for sure sa akin, number 3 si LeBron.
Huli siya, okay.
I would go Kawhi kasi hindi siya injured. Load management lang siya.
Okay.
Kawhi and then KD,
Yeah.
then LeBron.
And LeBron.
Ikaw, KD, Eric, KD, and then
Kawhi, and then LeBron.
Kawhi, KD, Kawhi, and then LeBron.
Oo.
Ako rin sa tingin ko Kawhi eh. Feeling ko ina-underestimate natin si Kawhi eh. Feeling ko this year baka less ang load management niya. Kasi less ang travels, less ang... Alam mo yun, there are a lot of things na nabawasan din eh. Kumbaga sa rigors of the NBA, ano eh. So, I think si Kawhi would be the first. Tapos, baka KD. And yun, same kami siguro ni Ryan. Hindi ko alam, kinakount ba yung number of games? Hindi, no? Averages lang yan eh.
Hindi,
Per-
may totals. May totals, may per game. Depends kung ano.
Okay, ano titignan natin dito per game?
ang hindi kasama ang games played.
Hindi kasama games played, di ba? Kung averages, I think Kawhi, KD, and LeBron. LeBron sa dulo. Pero doon sa number of games played, baka same thing. Feeling ko Kawhi pa rin yung mas marami. And then
Yeah.
LeBron, then KD.
Games played for me is LeBron.
LeBron pa rin.
LeBron.
Kasi-
Kasi,
Sa bagay, kasi nagpe-pace si LeBron during games eh. So
Hindi.
pwedeng naglalaro siya doon pero he would pace himself not doing much during the game.
Feeling ko is that LeBron wants to be number one in everything. In stats. So, score, rebounds, assists.
Hindi natin napag-usapan yun ha. LeBron is closing in on the top number one in points.
He likes his statistics.
Yeah.
tama yun. Tama si Ryan.
So for me, hahabulin niya yan. Kasi gusto niya yung stats niya. Gusto niya number one siya.
Oo. Having said that, baka yun, LeBron na talaga MVP feeling ko.
Hindi yan.
Hindi.
Hindi, ito may tanong ako sa inyo. Interesting question. Kasi puro rookies pinag-uusapan eh. Sa sophomores naman, syempre si Zion saka si Ja, di ba?
Oo.
At the end of the season, sino ba feeling nyo ang mas may fantasy value? Si Zion or si Ja? Ja Morant. Kasi medyo malapit lang yung nila eh, yung rankings nila eh.
Si Zion feeling ko.
Pa? Zion
Oo.
Bakit?
Assuming healthy both
Oh,
Fantasy lang fantasy lang I don't sa totoo I don't like Zion's game. Ay, hindi ko alam kung Zion's game pero hindi ako believer nung hype of Zion eh. But from the fantasy perspective, he might give you better percentages. Field goal, una. And if he can score mga 20 plus per game, not bad na rin yun. I think Ja can score that much, pero I think baka ba closer si Ja sa mga 19, ganyan, 18, 17, ganyan. Siguro, cancel out sila in terms of si Ja will give you assists, si Zion will give you rebounds, pero defensively, baka mas marami mabibigay si Zion.
Okay.
Tapos mas maraming turnover si Ja. So, I think I'll go with Zion. Basta healthy.
Okay.
Bakit ikaw? Ja ka ba?
Ang unang ko Ja eh, pero nung in-explain mo, parang
na ano ka ba?
na-convince mo ako. Parang Zion nga.
Ikaw, Ryan.
I would go with Ja Morant.
Yan, Ja Morant.
Kasi for me, si Zion will help you in field goals, points, and rebounds.
Field goals, points, and rebounds, yes.
Yeah.
How about defense? Compared to Ja?
Hindi siya, I mean, rebounds, assist, hindi naman siya nag-block masyado kasi nag-scoring siya. Hindi naman siya nag-shoot ng threes.
Ayun, yung threes na miss out ko.
Hindi ko sure kung magaling siya.
Hindi siya nag-shoot masyado. But he can attempt.
Pero hindi siya nag-shoot ng free throws.
Ayun, yung free throws. So, yun yung drawback niya. Free throws.
Kung mataas ba ang free throw percentage niya? For sure, alam ko yung field goal niya and points and rebounds. Pero
So you think defensive stats better si Ja over Zion?
Iba kasi ang position ni Ja compared to Zion.
Hindi,
Pero for
pero given that different
Ja.
sila position, but in terms of steals and blocks, who can give you more?
Ja.
Talaga?
Ja can give you more steals. Zion, hindi ko pa nga sure kung kaya niya mag-block kasi hindi ko pa siya nakita nag-block masyado.
Sa NBA, yes. Wala pa.
Ano siya, very
Maliit na sample size pa lang kasi talaga sa NBA.
very Shaquille O'Neal siya. Parang one-sided siya.
Okay, so kailangan makita natin yung defensive. Pero I think, yun nga, kasi sa blocks pwede. Sa steals maybe Ja, pero if blocks, yung sa threes na lang. He can shoot the three. Di ba, pinakita naman niya last time pero ewan ko nga consistent.
Yun ang tanong.
Pwede natin i-check. Wait, let me check.
Shoot si Zion, di ba, nung naalala niyo yung second game yata niya yun, or first game, naka 5-3 yata siya, or
yeah,
6-3.
For the whole game, for the ano lang.
For that game.
Actually, both Zion and Ja are not really parang
3-point shooters.
Not really fantasy darlings eh. Yung stats nila last year. Parang they were hyped as stars syempre kasi 'di ba? They were the rookies tapos they did well. Pero hindi yung fantasy yung stat sets nila hindi pang fantasy. Pero this year so far sa preseason, based on preseason parang Ja averaged 13 assists a game. Tapos may steals din siya last year, wala siyang masyadong steals eh. This year mas meron. Tapos si Zion naman was making his free throws. And then really looked good body-wise. So I think medyo close. Close yung ano nilang dalawa.
Tingnan natin who would
Ito yung stats ni last year, ni Zion last year. So yung sa free throws niya 0.640.
64%.
So almost half, over the half nagagawa niya. Not bad. Pero 640, bababa.
Pero depende rin yan sa number of attempts eh. I could take 640 kung malakas yung other free throw shooters ko. Pero kung volume niya low lang, okay lang.
Still, mababa pa rin yun. Yung steals niya is 0.7. Yung blocks niya, 0.4.
Wala, hindi pa siya nag-defense last year talaga.
So, tingnan natin kay Ja.
Pero it's hard to compare kasi last year si Zion played how many games lang?
15?
15 lang ba?
Basta konti lang eh.
Walang 20.
Okay. Kay Ja Morant, at least siya, for free throw, 7.76 siya.
Yeah.
So,
more attempts din siguro.
Nagbibigay siya ng 3.9 rebounds, 7.3 assists.
Yeah.
Tapos yung steals niya is 0.9. So almost 1 a game. Of course, blocks niya is 0.03. 0.3. Pero si Zion is 0.4.
Yeah. Close. I think tama si Eric. Close yun. Close yung dalawa. There would be pros and cons to each player. Pero we'll see. Kasi at least for sa drafts, Ja is going higher. Minsan nagsa-second round there to early third. Then si Zion goes mga late third round to fourth. So we'll see kung how they end up. Pero ako, I pick Zion. Si Ryan will pick Ja and then si Eric. Hindi ko alam, si Eric kasi parang nagbago isip niya.
Ginulo mo, Je
Na-sway ko siya to changing his
eh.
mind eh. Pero let's see kung anong
parang
magiging
nakakaano ka ng side bet siya na.
Hindi, tatanungin natin yan sa polls natin dun sa Facebook groups.
Ja Morant or Zion Williamson.
Kung who would end up sa higher at the end of the season. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll, kumbaga, we in-immortalize natin yung mga picks mo, yung mga predictions mo. with this episode. So babalikan natin yan next year or at the end of the season to see kung nanalo ka na doon sa mga predictions kasi lagi sabi mo lagi kang talo sa mga predictions baka magbago naman with this season. Thanks Ryan. So yun, that's it for our Christmas episode. So I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and thank you to all those who are supporting Fantasy Benchwarmers. So we have as of this moment we have around 150 dun sa NBA Fantasy Locker Room group natin. So we appreciate all the discussions, the participations ng mga dumadami na. Doon ako natutuwa kasi dumadami yung sumasagot, nagpa-participate on the polls. So I'm happy with that. Hopefully ma-invite niyo yung mga co-managers. Kasi minsan worry ko, ayaw nila invite yung co-managers kasi yun nga, may mga tips daw doon. So baka mamaya, pag in-invite yung co-managers, malaman daw nila yung mga tips na ginagawa nila. So baka hindi nila in-invite sa groups. Pero
gagawa tayo ng gawa tayo ng premium.
Not bad.
Premium group, di ba? Premium group. Pero we'll see. Alright, guys. Thanks guys. And we'll see you again next week. May guest din kami next week pero we're still confirming kung tuloy, but we hope we'll announce it na lang after if na-confirm na namin yung schedule. But we have it every week kahit na holiday season, walang bakasyon since fantasy NBA season na. So yun, that's it guys. Thanks for listening. Continue to support us and we'll continue to make fantasy and basketball fun and enjoyable rin dun sa mga competitions nyo. Alright, thanks and see you next week. Bye guys.
Bye.